Good evening, scholars, and welcome back to the Restricted Collection, a podcast about tabletop games. I'm your host, the head librarian, Chad. And actually, I learned today that HLC can stand for. What was it? Because someone used it as a way to potentially insult me. As a joke, obviously. But habitual line crosser. Yeah, that could have been it.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. But I, the head librarian, am joined by our liaison to the Silver Twilight Lodge, Nick. Good evening, Nick.
Hello, hello.
Are you ready to talk about more cards?
Always ready.
Also, apparently, heavy laser cannon for people who play X-Wing. Sorry.
These are words.
These are words. We are continuing our take at the Eldritch Auxiliaries, the first set of Eldritch Auxiliaries, which is a fan-made player set for Arkham Horror, designed by The Beard and Justin from Playing Board Games. These cards are not finalized yet, but they were asking for feedback. We're happy to provide feedback. We're happy to direct people to try these out and provide feedback. So I got confirmation on this because I realized I hadn't for yesterday, but you can find out information on the TTS mod and where to provide feedback for that on Playing Board Games, their Discord, and I will try to remember to link to that. So we're going to be reading the Rogues today, but as a quick aside, I decided to spend a little bit of time putting together what I called the niche deck building table. So every time we go, oh, it's Gambit traded. Insert comment here about, Marion. Well, I just have that spreadsheet available to me now that I can just go, oh, Gambit traded. Marion has that 0 to 2. Parallel Rex has that 0 to 4. Parallel Skids has that 0 to 3. So, pop quiz of all official investigators, Parallel included, not including Barkham. Guess which trait has the most deck building associated with it?
Wow. It's kind of tough.
I can give you a hint.
Sure.
Rex Murphy, Parallel Rex Murphy, cannot take this trait unless
Fortune?
it is also cursed traded.
So fortune.
Parallel Rex, it's the correct answer we were looking for was blessed.
Oh, blessed.
Father
that's-
Mateo, both versions, Kohaku, Parallel Wendy, Parallel Zoe, all have blessed access, and Parallel Rex cannot take blessed unless it is also cursed because he has access to curse tech 0 to 4.
Okay.
Just
Neat.
weird. This also led to the weird reminder that original Father Mateo only has blessed access 0 to 3.
Ah.
And the 3 people who have charm access, all of them have 0 to 4 charm access. That's Amina, Parallel Monterey, and Parallel Zoe. But let's get off this, tangent and talk about Maxwell Pike, who has a great name.
Do love the name.
Do you want to read him?
Oh, yes. Give me a rogue. Maxwell Pike, the bartender. He is 3s across the board on his skills, which either means that he is unplayable or dangerous.
Or unplayably dangerous.
Well, yes. Criminal entrepreneur traded, and as a reaction, when you initiate a skill test during your turn, discard a non-story asset you control to choose one of your skills and add that skill's value to your skill value for this test. If you succeed, take an additional action this turn, limit once per round.
So you're gambling. Well, you're not. You're paying via discarding a non-story asset to boost one of your skills after you initiate a test, and if you succeed, you get a bonus action.
Yep.
I know that's what the words say, I'm just like restating it in a way that like I'm processing what it means.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
sign effect, you get +1, and then you get to draw one card or play an asset, paying its cost. And he has soaks for 7 and 7.
Okay. So he
Inter-
likes fast items or fast assets.
or just things that eventually run out of uses but don't discard themselves.
Sure. On the face of it, he seems fine. I don't have any immediate like alarms going off, either too powerful or not powerful enough.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm curious since for the most part the two that we've looked at before have kind of kept to their themes a little bit. And this is in the rogue wheelhouse that I'm looking forward to seeing explored, the combining of skills and
Mm-hmm.
adding skills to skills. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get out of the cards.
Because yeah,
His his
skill
secondary
plus skill is very rogue. Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
I would say his secondary classes are either guardian or mystic.
Okay.
I'll be honest, not the classes I was expecting.
I mean, Mystic does have a history of adding stats.
It's true.
Um,
It's for the best that there's not a survivor, but the ability like screams survivor. So
yeah, Guardian is an interesting. I mean, I'm trying to think of Guardian Stat Edition, and it's enchant weapon, sweeping kick.
yeah, but you want assets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to reiterate, all of the investigators, unless I'm horribly mistaken, have primary class 0 to 5 and choice of 2 secondary classes, and whichever secondary class is picked, you get level 0 access for that class.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take Guardian stuff or Mystic stuff, not both.
Yes.
Okay, so he gets 2 copies of, quote, imported, end quote, liquor. Worth
Or,
every penny.
yep.
0 cost assets, commits for a single wild. Item illicit, go figure. Fast Maxwell Pike deck only. Reaction when imported liquor is discarded from play, draw a card. Sure.
Yeah.
Ever been in Toronto? Great place. Lots of nice folks up there. Lots of good hosts by and large.
That's pretty funny. I appreciate that. Um, I mean that's fine. I got no. Uh, perfect. It pretty much feeds into his ability. It's fast. It's free, and then it'll eventually replace itself. It's just
Mm-hmm.
free uses of his ability.
Yeah. It's interesting. So like obviously the thing that this immediately makes me think of is Marigold's best or most greatest treasure or whatever it is.
Yeah, I do love that card.
Because it's 0, I think it commits for a while, and at fast it comes into play and it draws you a card, so it cantrips. And like the joke about that card is like, oh, it just like it's basically just like a filler card that
It's just a
replaces
flower.
itself.
It
Yeah,
doesn't do anything.
but here it actually like it just cantrips, but it cantrips in a way that's actually really beneficial to you as Maxwell.
Yeah. Okay. His signature weakness is the annoying barfly, a 1 cost asset, bystander and patron traded. While annoying barfly is in your hand or in play, you cannot add the value of skills to other skills. Annoying barfly
Okay,
cannot leave play except by Maxwell Pike's ability, and the chosen skill reduces your skill value instead of adding to it.
okay. Is it peculiar that thus far all of the weaknesses have been assets? I almost said that they were allies, which is not exactly true, but they're all like people or representations of people.
That could be intentional. They
That
might
could
be
be
trying to keep.
intentional.
They might be trying to keep this. The real thing that I'm seeing in theme is that they all are like things that are affecting you, even if they're in your hand or not. Because I don't think any of them have like I think you have to like play them all pretty much.
Um,
That's what was Seneca's again.
Seneca's goes into play immediately.
Okay, so that one does, but he has to do extra shenanigans to get rid of it.
He has to draw 2 encounter cards.
Yeah.
Seems fine. So it's effectively going to cost you 1 action. Well,
Mm-hmm.
like the problem. So it costs you an action to play it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take up any slots, which is nice. It'll cost you a resource to play it, and then it basically just tanks one of your skills for a turn because his stats are 3s across the board. So he's basically just setting his value to 0 as a baseline.
Yeah. The thing that I'm not like the sneaky thing about this that is annoying is that one, it's going to use his ability for the round. Uh, it's going to work in his hand. So if he draws it on the upkeep, he can't use it. He can't use his ability to protect himself in the mythos.
Yep.
And it affects anything else that adds the value of skills to other skills.
Yep.
Which, as we said, is a big thing in Rogue.
Yeah, I kind of wish he just like pinged you, like while he's in play or in your hand, like he takes money from you or horror deals pings you for horror or whatnot, because like it doesn't just like stop your ability to do stuff.
It's just particularly like that seems particularly annoying because it's gonna like it's not that it's hard to get rid of because in fact it's gonna be pretty easy to get rid of. It's just that like I guess my question is why do you first of all second I guess you discard it first while using his ability. Um but like I guess my question is why do you have to have it reduce your skill value instead? Why not just let that ability work until the end of the round when it's gone? I guess that's still punishing, but like I don't know. I'm just trying to.
My concern is like, because like I get shutting off. I get weaknesses that shut off one's abilities. Like this is my shtick. This stops me from doing my shtick. This
Mhm.
simultaneously stops him from doing his shtick and then punishes him for using his shtick. And
Right.
it's just like, if I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm the rogue and I'm in charge of evading the big annoying thing, and this absolutely like kills my ability to do that under like the normal way my deck is supposed to operate, which is my big concern. Not that it's not insurmountable, but like it just kind of like kills how you're doing things. I guess the way to put it would be like Trish's weaknesses don't stop her from doing what either version of Trish don't stop her necessarily from what she's wants to be doing. They just punish her for it. They or like change the incentive of like when you want to time things or when you want to. This just doesn't feel very dynamic to me, and in a way it feels a little too punishing in how it just is like, yeah, you just don't get to do what you want to do. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. I just don't know why it has to work in your hand.
Because if yeah, it could just go into play.
Like if this is the theme that they're trying to do, but like to me he's supposed to be an annoying barfly. So why is he sitting? So like he's just gonna sit in your hand until you deal with him? I mean like have him be imposing. Like just have him plop into play. Like and then just keep the text. You can't add the value of skills to other skills. And then when you get rid of him, I guess maybe it seems like it's too easy, but like you're effectively gonna tank a check in order to do it.
Yeah,
And
or way overspend on a check.
well,
Like
no,
I kind of would.
yeah, you're probably just gonna tank it though. But but you have to get rid of him, and it uses your ability, and like you're gonna be like needing your ability to pass
I
most of your
kind
things.
of wish that the annoying barfly was something that you had to like pay off. Like
No.
if well, what I'm trying to be clear, I realize my wording was vague. What I mean is like Maxwell wants assets,
Uh-huh.
so have the barfly take some of his assets.
Yeah. I if you're gonna say that, I would have it be like call it like an actual like drunken ruffian or something like that. That's actually like starting a bar brawl or something.
Yeah,
Like that's what how I would if you're gonna change that to be doing that, and like if it sits around too long in play, it's gonna start like forcing you to discard assets if you don't get rid of it.
yeah,
Like that would maybe be another way to attack Maxwell Pike.
yeah. It's just something with a little bit more play around is what
Because
it
don't get me
sounds like we
wrong.
both want.
Because don't get me wrong. Feel free to hurt your investigators. Like make the weaknesses tough. I don't necessarily dislike that, but this one just seems I don't know. It feels like it just hits it from all angles. Like it's not like a playstyle thing that I can do to like avoid it
Yeah.
or like play around it. Because personally, that's
Again,
the
it's
type of weaknesses that I like, both basic and signature. That like you with ways that you can like play around and do anything, but you can't. Like this isn't like if you want it to be like meaningful in your hand, I literally just have it if this is in your hand at the end of the game. Uh like have you lose experience that you gain or take trauma or something like that. Like that's a tried and true way of doing it, and that's what I would stick to if you want it to be relevant in your hand.
yeah. Again, it's not overly backbreaking, and there are many instances where it won't be that big of a problem. It just, yeah, it's just kind of
I mean, it effectively takes up a whole round for you if you draw it on the upkeep.
because
Like,
you have to
and you
play
have
it,
to, and you're
tank
gonna
a
have to
track.
suffer, and you're gonna have to suffer your mythos phase, and hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, he does have. If he takes Mystic, he could get some cancellation.
I mean, sure, but like that's not an answer to me. That's just like
Yes.
an option that you can do. Like to me, that's just like how I see this guy.
Yep. All right. Shall we move on to the cards?
Let's do it.
Ball Peen Hammer, a 4-cost asset, commits for a strength, item, tool, melee, weapon. Exhaust Ball Peen Hammer as an action to fight. This action uses your lowest skill. Okay, if we're gonna start doing this stuff. Oh, because yeah, he can take Savant and do stupid things with Savant. Sorry, obviously, duh. This attack uses your lowest skill, and the chosen enemy gets -1 fight. If you succeed, and your modified skill value is not 0, this attack deals +2 damage. Neat.
Different way to gamble.
Yeah. For most investigators, that means that you're going to be fighting at like a 2.
Yeah.
Um, but for Maxwell and say Jenny, you're fighting at a 3 versus a -1 to whatever they're doing. So in a sense, you're at 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's neat.
Yeah. So you have to find a way to make the gamble work, but it does deal 3 damage if you get it.
Yeah, and you exhaust it no matter what happens. So
Mm-hmm.
you're only getting to do this once around.
Yeah, but it is probably gonna kill something if you
Probably.
like make it work.
I like it.
I definitely don't dislike it. It's different, and it's gonna look weird when people start like thinking about it.
Yep. But
Uh,
if this is what we're getting from the first one, I'm excited to see where Rogue's going.
yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see 2 more of these.
Sure.
Okay, our next card is Cheap Hooch. Fitting for a bartender. Um, 2 cost, level 0, commits for a fist. Item and illicit traded. Fast, uses 4 supplies. And free trigger. If you have 1 or more actions remaining, spend 1 supply. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Heal 1 horror for each weakness discarded this way. If you have triggered this ability 2 or more times this round, lose 1 action.
Okay.
What a weird card.
Yes. So it really only wants you to do it once a round.
But you can do it more, you would just lose actions.
Yeah, but it requires you to have an action to lose to do it more than once. Well, to do it at all. And it's healing yourself through discarding, which I would generally say is going to be more of a survivor thing.
Yeah, but
Like milling.
but it's very specific.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is it really only friends in low places? Is that that's the only real way to stack your deck, right? Within Rogue.
Yeah.
I mean, there is like with Mystic, with like the Mystic access, he will have other ways to
Yep.
stack his deck.
I'm gonna add this to the pile of this is neat. I don't dislike it. I'm just like, huh.
Yeah, it's just different. That's all I can say about it. Like it's horror healing in Rogue that is fast, so it's definitely here, and rogues definitely aren't upset by it. It's more just like, how do I even like make sure it works when I do it?
Interesting. It only works on you.
Yeah, that's fair. If this was a leveled card, I'd be like, oh, it maybe would be nice if it could also affect others, but
Yeah.
but then you have to deal with they would have to have at least an action remaining.
Yeah.
And do all that. It would probably just take up more text that way.
Okay. Next up is Crash Through. A 2-cost event commits for strength and agility. Improvised. Tactic. Hey, look. It's tactic traded. And it's level 0. Mark can take it.
There we
Parallel
go.
Pete can take it. Parallel Banks can take it.
We got there.
Also, it's improvised traded, which means Marion, Wilson, and Parallel Pete can take it. Look, we're learning so much. Choose one. Fight, add your agility to your strength for this test, or evade, add your strength to your agility for this test. If your combined base skill value for this test is 6 or less and the test was successful, deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location or move to a connecting location.
Huh.
Huh. Okay. So you can either use this effectively to just boost the stats that you want to boost so you can get big number and hit thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, if that's the case, I think it's better for the evade tech in a fighter than it is for the fight tech in an evader, personally.
I don't necessarily think that's true.
But if you don't have one of those as like your big stat, which a lot of rogues are going to hit that 6 or less as a base, so as long as you're not like pumping your other numbers too much to have your, well, if your combined base skill value, yeah, your base skill,
Yeah, there's not many rogues that have 5s.
No, and usually if they have a 5, yeah, okay.
So I think for just rogues in general, this is just a good card.
Yeah, I prefer. Well, actually, if you fight with it and you have 6 or less, you could do 2 damage. Okay.
It's combined base skill, so like it just cares. Like you can still like do whatever to modify it and like get extra boost from static things. It just cares about your base skill.
Yeah, usually base value cards. I'm like, oh, look at those for Calvin. Calvin can't take this. Good.
Yeah, so like this is just like this is a like a super modal card because you can
Yeah.
use it to fight for 2 damage, to fight for 1 damage and get a move if that's all you need it for, or to evade for a damage or evade with a move.
Yeah. I really like this.
This is neat.
The
I was at first not sure about it until I reread it and it said base skill value, and I'm like, oh, now I see the
so
value.
I'm gonna put a little like this is not either the Beards or Justin from playing board games or any fan creator's fault. So note that as a big circle. I'm like, what I'm about to say is largely irrelevant because it's on the shoulders of the actual FFG devs. I really wish that they had just, and I know I've said this before. I really wish that they had actually just made Rogue the stat plus stat faction.
I agree with you. I think they should be trying to use it more on player cards, and that's kind of what I'm looking for from the official design. There is a
Yeah.
reason to not do that, though. Because you're talking about, like, take a fight, and it's fight, like, bracket or parentheses, stat plus stat, right? That's what
Yes.
you wanted to see. But
Because I'm
the
like, then you
problem
can do
is, though,
weird skill shenanigans.
I understand, but it also means that skills get way more powerful. Uh, in those factions, in that kind of thing, it makes that particular type of effect that combines it like that really like useful and strong. So like I would like to see it more on player cards and particularly in Rogue because I think that it's a good home for it. I just think that like there's a reason to have just the add this to this. Still, it's relevant.
It's cleaner.
No, well, like yours is cleaner because you don't have to do this. But like just like if with this current text of like add your your blank to your blank for this test, it, there's still relevant like balancing needs to still keep this as a relevant like piece of mechanic.
Yeah. To be clear, again, that's not like this card is perfectly great as is. That was just more of like a me going back to when we were discussing a lot of the chapter 2 cards. Oh, why didn't they just make it stat plus stat? That would have been
Well, I have a whole bunch of other like questions about the rogue cards in chapter 2, but
next card is handicap. It is a zero cost event, commits for a wild. Gambit traded. So Marion and Parallel Rex can take it if they wanted to. It is fast. Play when you initiate a skill test that adds a skill to another skill. Double the modifiers of each Skull, Cultist Tablet, and Elder Thing token revealed during the skill test. If this test is successful, gain X resources, where X is the value of the added skill to a maximum of 4 total resources.
neat.
So let's take the card we just read, crash through. Let's say you're evading because you're a rogue, and that's probably what you're going to be doing with it, and you're playing as Maxwell. I add my. It doesn't matter if I'm playing as Maxwell, but I'll just use for the purposes of the stats. Let's say I'm playing as Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have 6 value, and the value of every Skull, Cultist, Tablet, and Elder Thing revealed during this test will be doubled. And if I succeed, I would gain 3 resources because I added my strength, 3, to my agility.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Yeah,
Again, I know I just reiterated the card, but like just
yeah.
making sure I understand how it moves.
I have no problem with this card.
Yeah, I
This is
like it.
just this is just a reliable money card, and in a set that is all about combining skills.
Yeah, it's a very you card,
It
but it
is.
also
It's also just so much so like any rogue who is going to be playing with lockpicks will
mm-hmm.
consider playing handicap
Yep,
just because they will like likely be adding a 3 or a 4 to it.
yep, absolutely.
Okay. Our next card is a Jeweler's Loop. Another 4-cost level 0 asset. Commits for a book this time. Item, tool, and charm traded.
Insert comment about Amina, Parallel Jack, Parallel Zoe, Kaimani Jones, and Wilson Richards here. I guess Kaimani could have already taken it. He's already green.
Yeah. As an action, exhaust the Jeweler's Loop to investigate. Yep, and this uses your lowest skill and location gets -1 shroud. If you succeed and your modified skill value is not 0, discover an additional clue.
Yeah, okay. I'm on board.
Yeah, I have no real issues with this.
Yeah. I'm on board. It's expensive. It's tricky, but it's
also
real
weird.
good if you get it to work.
It's so weird
Yeah.
because, like, the way you're going to boost this is just so weird too. Like,
Yep.
because it could turn your investigate into a strength check.
Yep.
It's just so wild.
Yep. This does feel very rogue.
Yes.
It's very unusual rogue. It's not like rogue hasn't previously had a use your lowest stat thing other than savant, arguably. But actually, yeah, you could use like obviously savant, but I'm just like, oh yeah, like what are there other skill cards that would help you with this? Oh yeah, why don't you use momentum? Do something with a double, like add your stats together, use momentum to super kill the difficulty of the next test, jeweler's loop on top of that for the next test, and get 2 clues. This is the type of shenanigans I want from Rogue.
Yeah. And so it's very much so just like there's things that you can do with this, and this is not bad. So I have once again no issues with it. It's not plug and play like lockpicks, where you can just kind of like it's pretty obvious on the face what you're gonna do with it.
No, you have to plan for it.
But it is a level 0 way of consistently getting extra clues.
Yeah, it's much like the ball peen hammer. It's going to exhaust regardless of if you succeed or not.
Yes.
All right. Next up is Snoop Around. It's a 2-cost event, commits for an intellect and an agility, improvised and insight. So the same people we had for improvised, but insight gets Agatha Crane, Kate Winthrop, and Parallel Roland Banks. You know what? This isn't terrible for Parallel Roland Banks. Gotta say. Choose one. Either investigate, adding your agility to your intellect, or evading, adding your intellect to your agility. If your combined base skill value for this test is 6 or less and the test was successful, discover one clue at your location or move to a connecting location. No notes. I like this, just like the other one.
Surprisingly, this is not for rogues.
This is for off class?
Yeah.
I don't think this. I think this is just fine in rogues. Like,
Count it up.
I'm sorry?
Count it up amongst the rogues.
Oh, I guess rogues on average will have, but it's good for Skids. It's good for Jenny.
Skids won't
it's good
make
for
it work.
Safina.
Skids is at 7.
Oh, Skids is at 7. Never mind, you're right.
Alessandra is at 8. Andre Patel is at 8. Let's just go through it here.
It's not bad for Tony or Michael. I do see your point that it probably will have more of a home in off class. I am seeing your point.
Yeah, like almost every single. Oh man, Honor Jacket's it starts at 9. Jesus.
Yep. It's the only thing he's good at.
Works in Safina.
Yep.
That's nice. And that's probably a rogue that'll use it a lot. It's pretty good in Tony. It gets him to a 5, and that's not bad.
Yep. Probably would skip in McGlenn. It gets him to a 4.
You'd have to do some other work. Doesn't work in Winifred.
Nope.
So I count 3 official investigators.
Okay.
So I just think it's going to be more useful for probably off class
Sure.
rogue access. But that doesn't mean it's a bad card. It just means
No.
it's most rogues are not going to be like. I'm going to put it this way: most rogues have other events that do these 2 things. They have other ways of doing this
Mm-hmm.
as an asset or as events that they don't have to worry about the combined base skill value.
Yeah.
I
But
should say it also does work in Preston, but you have other problems in Preston.
true. But yeah, I do having come to terms with the first one. I like it just immediately was like, yeah, this is good. I like it.
Yeah, the text and everything is good. It just is going to be trickier for rogues to actually play their own card.
Yep. Next up is Snuff Box, 3 cost asset, commits for an agility, item, and charm traded. Action exhaust Snuff Box. Evade. This evasion uses your lowest skill, and the chosen enemy gets -1 evade. If you succeed against a non-elite enemy and your modified skill value is not 0, the evaded enemy does not ready during the next upkeep phase. I
Okay.
like this. It takes up a hand slot.
All of these assets have taken up hand slots.
Okay. I just couldn't remember if I'd read that it taken a hand slot. I don't get why this is like is the idea that you're like spoking at them or offering them a cigarette and distracting them. Like I have no issues mechanically, to be clear.
Yeah. Um,
Just feel a little lost on the narrative of what this card does.
I'm just trying. My brain is not coming up with ideas at the moment. Once again, this is probably for off class. Rogues don't need an asset to figure out how to evade in a weird way.
No, it's mostly for off class. Um, Maxwell, Jenny.
Just trying to think if like the payoff is decent, right? For the gamble, like to actually to stun an enemy is nice.
Yep.
I just don't think it's quite as good as the others.
I mean, it is the evade one. The evade one usually in a set of 3 pales, and it's in the class that's already good at doing the thing that it wants to do.
Yeah,
So it is 1 fewer cost.
it is. It probably could have even been 2, and I'd still like not be like crazy about it.
I mean,
I'm just trying to think of like it's really only good for people that man, it's just this particular gamble is just not as strong.
okay.
Like the stun is nice, but for the same gamble, right? Uh because I'm always gonna know what my lowest skill is. And for the same gamble, I could just take a ball peen hammer and kill that enemy most likely.
Okay. Yeah, it's the weakest of the 3.
Yeah, but it's just so it's really hard to evaluate. Like without like really going through and like trying and playing it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just gonna always be thinking that I'm at a 2, and you have to know what your 2 is gonna be at.
I would really only look at this or the other ones in someone who's 3s across the board.
So I don't disagree with you. But like, it would depend on how it works. I would never do it if I ever had a 1 in a stat. If you ever have a 1, you're never touching these things.
No.
Uh, if you have a 2, though, as long as you know what the relevant stat is, you could then, like, plan around it.
Sure.
It's weird. I'm still trying to mentally, like, figure out how it would, like, work in my head. Just because, like, it changes the entire evaluation of, like, how you look at an investigator. So I have to, like, it's particularly good for 3s. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next card is Swagger. It's a skill card that commits for a book, a fist, and a foot. It is practiced and gambit traded.
Practiced. That's gonna be our good old friend Amanda.
Yeah. And then max 1 committed per skill test. If you succeed and you added 1 skill to another skill for this test, ready a rogue asset you control.
Neat.
Yeah. Is this your
I
first sit down, Junior?
I I have no real notes. It's good.
I mean, it's readying an asset in rogue. That's just already quite good.
Yeah. I mean that's good for
Once again, anyone that wants to use lockpicks.
lockpicks. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's like, yeah, this is just an easy include for lockpicks, people.
Yeah, or if you have any, like, there's a lot of rogue assets that like to exhaust themselves for things, and like,
Yep.
this is good for the polished cane.
Yeah.
Trying to think of any of the plentiful rogue events that like to add skill to skill and then bounce back
Yep.
to your hand, because then you can just ready a rogue asset.
I think the funny thing is because of the 3 stats that are on the card, you will always be able. Well, no, if you're adding something to your will, you wouldn't be able to use this. But
Yeah,
for any of
that is
those
not
effects, you're not
typical.
adding to your will.
Yeah, that is not typical. Typically, rogues are not using their will for things. They're normally adding their
No.
will to something at best.
Yeah. I mean, also this is not half bad if you're splashing any of your if you're splashing as Maxwell the like spectral razor gets him to a 6. He can include this because it has the strength icon, and then he can ready one of his um, rogue
Yeah,
assets.
yeah, like it's here. It's nice. There's
Yeah.
nice little uh gamble payoff effectively. And get some.
Next is Take It Outside, a 1-cost rogue event. Commits for a strength icon. Fast. Play when you initiate attack against a non-elite enemy engaged with you. Move to a connecting location. If you enter a location with 3 or more shroud this way, exhaust the attack enemy. Neat.
Huh, that's neat.
So it's a 1-cost fast move before when you initiate a fight to move and maybe exhaust it, but it's still going to be engaged with you.
Yes.
But if you've got a weapon in Rogue that cares about it being exhausted for whatever bonus, this just cuts out the middleman of you having to evade it.
Right.
I like this.
This I like this too. It's neat and it's niche, and I like it looking at the shroud and just
Yeah,
like thinking about locations and like how you are trying to position it.
yeah,
It's neat.
I like it.
Okay, our next card is Understudy. I feel like I know who this card is for. It is a null cost asset and commits for a wild. It is ally and performer traded. And as a reaction, after an ally asset you control leaves play, put understudy into play from your hand. After understudy enters play, take an immediate action as if it were your turn. For this moment. And it takes up an ally slot. And it soaks for 1 and 1.
Neat.
Well, this is definitely for our good friend Seneca.
It's good for Seneca. It's very obviously good for Seneca. It's good for Maxwell.
Yes.
It's great for Charlie Kane.
It's pretty good for Charlie Kane, actually. He doesn't normally like to churn through allies as much as he can, but
if you're going to lose them anyway.
yeah, or like it could just be a well-timed thing that you are going to do that to get an extra action.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I even
It's
don't
also
hate
not
this.
bad in like a meat grinder Leo deck.
That's what I was about to say. I don't even mind this in Leo. Like, I like this. This is exactly the type of stupid ally shenanigans I love.
It's just silly. It's silly and I love it. I love the idea of you're sitting with an understudy in your hand, and then your Leo DeLuca dies, and the understudy comes out and steps up, puts on Leo's hat. It's like I'm the
Yep.
Leo DeLuca now, and
Except
then
you're
dies.
except you're 1/1 and only give me an action this round.
And then it dies.
Yep. I You know what? Really liking these cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I didn't like the other cards, but just like these have just been perhaps more charming and like just like go bring a smile to my face and like some of the shenanigans that are happening here.
Yeah.
Wishbone is next, a 1-cost asset item and charm traded, commits for a will and an agility fast. While performing a skill test that adds a skill to a skill, icons of both skills count as matching. Yes.
Well, there you go.
Okay,
There you go.
this gets
That's
a
what you
gold
wanted.
star. After you reveal a symbol token during a skill test, discard Wishbone as a reaction to shuffle 2 level 2 skills in your discard pile back to your deck.
2 level 0 skills.
That's what I thought I said, but maybe I cut out. But yes,
You
shuffle
did say level. Yeah. You said level 2.
two. Oh, apologies. To be clear, shuffle 2 level 0 skills in your discard pile into your deck. It takes up the accessory slot. I like this.
This is a good accessory.
I like this in Maxwell. I like this in Dexter Drake. I like this in Amina. I like this.
Yeah,
For
it's
the
good.
people who want this type of thing, this is exactly what I wanted.
It is. It will cover a lot of bases, and it kind of enables a whole extra archetype to really let
Yeah.
you mess around with your skills.
But like the thing is, it doesn't break it on its own. Like I don't even think this is broken. Like
No,
this
it's
just
not.
enables some clever play, which is exactly what I wanted.
It may not need to be fast.
Yeah, it may not need to be fast.
Like, it's already a 1-cost asset. It might be fine if it's not fast at level 0. Like, that's just it's already enabling the whole archetype, like the whole thing that you're doing, and like really like enabling like how the deck works. It doesn't probably need to be fast. It's already doing a lot at level 0. Personal opinion.
Yeah, it is doing a lot at level 0, but it is niche in what it's doing. But I mean, just imagine like this fixes my problem with some of the cards where it's like, oh yeah, add your stat, add your like level 0 version is add your agility
Mm-hmm.
to your intellect, but the upper level version is add your intellect to your agility. Well, now you've just made it worthless for Trish because she can't commit deduction to that investigate anymore. This fixes that problem.
Well, it does that for like everything, right? Like,
For everything, yeah. I super like
this is also like
I'm
really good in any mystic that can get this card, because
yes.
now anything that adds your will to it means that you can just commit your will cards. to like
Yeah,
a thing that like is a fight but adds your will.
as I said, Amina, this is a great get for Amina.
Anyone who can take level 0 rogue
Or
and
Charm.
mystic or charm.
Yep. Big,
Like
big
I
fan.
guess I'm saying Jim Culver can take this and is a
Yeah,
pretty him too.
yeah, that's not a bad get for Jim. I I like it. Thumbs up. Might not need to have fast if we're being objective about this.
Like if I'm being objective about the design, it probably doesn't need that at level 0.
No.
Like I can't think of any accessory that does something like this would need to be fast.
Yeah, I get that, but it's also pretty niche.
It is, but that doesn't mean it needs to be buffed.
That's fair. All right. I think it's your turn and we're moving on to the upper level rogue cards, which, friendly reminder, are in alphabetical order, not level order or anything like that.
Okay. Good. I was hoping that we'd get some more alcohol. We have a bartender after all. We only have some cheap hooch. So, our next one is Absinthe, a 3 cost, level 2 asset. Commits for a will, a book, and a foot. Item and illicit traded. Uses for supplies. Actions spend 1 supply. Draw 2 cards. Investigate. Add your will value to your skill value for this investigation. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand when the investigation ends, take 1 direct horror. And this takes up your arcane slot.
Okay. So the only person in box who can take this is Maxwell.
Correct.
The low
That's pretty
hand
good.
stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
I'd say it's pretty good in Maxwell.
It's pretty good in Maxwell. The low hand stuff immediately made me think about Mr. Rhodes, but he can't take this, so get rid of that. Interesting that it is add your will, which does limit the number of people who would really want this. But it is interesting those who do, like Safina, wouldn't hate this.
Sabrina's not mad.
No, and it gets you card draw, which is kind of hilarious. Um, and it doesn't even exhaust.
Yeah.
The I I'm a little like I like this card mechanically. The only thing I'm really quibbling over right now is why does it take up an arcane slot? Like I get the idea is that like the green fairy is like
Yeah, it's Absinthe.
it's absent. I get that, but like it's an item that takes up an arcane slot and there's I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems a little weird to me, but that's
Because
just
they're
me.
actually saying that the Absinthe is magical. Like it's like the
Okay.
hallucinogenics that it does is like actually like magic.
Is like actually magic. Okay. You win this time, the beard slash Justin from playing board games. Take your victory and savor it. It will not
Uh,
last long.
well, no, because you're gonna pass out from the Absinthe. Yeah, I like this card a lot. If for nothing else, I just love the flavor. Um, because wormwood is tasty.
Yeah, I like it. All
Okay.
right. Next is the Ancient Spear Ton Bokiri, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So this is upgraded from the level 0 Guardian version that
Yes.
you have to research. So he can
That
take the
someone
level
has
0 Guardian version. What was that, Nick?
to research.
Excuse me, yeah, somebody has to research it. But he can take the level 0 version and research it himself. So 3 cost, 3 XP, commits for a strength and 2 agility. Item, weapon, melee, relic. Research, limit 1 per investigator. Action, fight, using either your strength or your agility. If Ancient Spear is exhausted, you get +2 skill value for this attack, and this attack will always do +1 damage. Reaction, after you evade an enemy, exhaust Ancient Spear to deal 1 damage to that enemy. I'm I don't know about you, but I'm feeling kind of like I did for the first one, the Guardian one, where I'm like, I mean, it's fine, but it's a little below curve, and that's even before you have to research it.
Ironically, though, because it's Rogue, it's it's actually probably one of Rogue's best melee weapons. So like, I'm not like mad about it.
That's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just fight with your agility, and as long as you evaded something, yeah, okay.
Like it could be like if you see it as like this is a way to effectively deal 3 damage. Like the main problem is that it takes up both hand slots.
Yeah,
Um, but like it could be way worse. And as a rogue melee weapon, it's repeatable and it's a way for you to fight with your agility, which like there's so many ways to evade an enemy like outside of doing this to like this is like if you're gonna be a flexi rogue, this is like just a way you can like uh just have a way to fight with your foot effectively or fight with whatever.
yep,
Like I said, in rogue, I think it's fine because I just think you're just gonna have it to like flex into fighting.
sure. I don't know. If I'm playing as someone who's flexy, I don't want to spend both my hand slots on this.
So I don't disagree with you, but I'll put it this way: if you aren't using your hand slots for investigating, because you're gonna just be playing upgraded breaking and entering, upgrading breaking and entering will get you a clue, evade an enemy, and then you can use this to then
Sure.
effectively kill that enemy with another action, and then do something else, right? Like so, this lets you like be very flexible at the cost of your hand slots. So, is it exactly what I would want? No, but it is a way to fight in melee with your foot, which already is pretty like valuable in Rogue. And
Yeah,
there's a lot of ways to get free evades in Rogue. So
sure.
it's probably better than the Guardian one, but that's mostly due to opportunity cost because there's probably just more interesting ways to do the thing in Guardian that you
Yeah,
can. That's different for Rogue.
I'm interested to see what the Mystic one's going to end up being,
I agree with you. I'm very interested in that.
but that's for another time.
Okay, our next card is just a barrel of booze.
It's a big old barrel of booze.
It's a 1 cost level 1 asset. It's for a fist and a foot, item and illicit. And it takes up the body slot.
Yeah, apparently.
You cannot take more than 1 move action each turn. That's a big barrel.
Sorry.
Reaction. Reaction. When Barrel of Booze leaves play, each investigator at your location heals 1 horror and replenishes 1 use on an asset they control. And it soaks for 3 damage. Who says you can't take it with you? You're literally just carrying this big barrel of booze in front of yourself and using it to block damage.
I kind of love this.
I don't hate this. It's kind of silly, and I love it for that.
Yeah. Um, it's a second card that replenishes as uses on anything.
Yeah,
That's not
and
nothing.
and it's fodder for Maxwell because he can get
Yeah.
rid of it whenever he wants.
Yep. I like this.
It's neat. You know what else you can do with this?
Hmm.
I'm gonna just say this. It's gonna sound wild when I say it. You can do blood magic with the booze.
Huh. You can.
Because Maxwell can take mystic cards.
He could take Mystic cards. He could also. He couldn't take upgraded blood, the Guardian blood spell. But yes, I see your point.
Yeah, but he can take offering bowl
Yep. Yes, he can.
and just put it all on this, and then eventually, God, that's so silly, and I love it.
Next up is Bill McGann, Smuggler par excellence. 4 cost, 4 XP. So here's our, I guess there's just a set of like 4 XP allies.
Huh?
Commits for an intellect and an agility. Ally, criminal, wayfarer. Because he appears to be a sailor.
He's a
Because
smuggler.
he smuggles over water. Free trigger, exhaust Bill McGann. Look at the bottom 2 cards of your deck. Draw 1 and discard the other. Reaction after a player card effect causes you to draw 1 or more illicit cards from your deck, gain a resource. Any port
Neat.
in a storm, so to speak. Soaks for 2 and 2 and takes up the ally slot.
Actually, a really good ally.
Yeah. 4 cost 4 XP, but he gets you card draw that can, if you have enough illicit cards, can pay for itself.
Yeah, and just like anything that would let you draw cards from your deck and get and like elicits. That's pretty
Yep.
good. It's pretty good.
I have I have one issue. Finn
Yeah,
cannot take it.
that is unfortunate.
This is such a good Finn card.
Well,
But he
here's to
can't.
hoping we get a new Finns that can take it.
Yeah, we'll see. But other than that, ignoring that Finn can't take it, like no real notes. I like it.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting ally and really plays into an illicit archetype. We have a leveled version of Crash Through.
I was expecting there would be a leveled up version of this.
2 cost, level 2. I, I don't remember if it committed for both a fist and a foot, but it does
I
now.
believe it did.
The only thing that's changed is everything else is the same, including the combined base skill value of 6 or less. It deals 2 damage to an enemy at your location and move to a connecting location in either order.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. I yeah. It just lets you do both of so it takes both of the 6 or less effects that you previously chose between, gives you both of them and one of them at an increased value.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just good.
that's just good.
It's just a kill event. That's just gonna kill an enemy and get you a free move.
Because that could do 3 damage.
Yeah. If you're fighting, it will
Magdalene
do.
roll.
Okay.
Champagne, I'm sorry, Champagen
No,
is
incorrect.
the next card. It is X cost, and it's 3 XP assets. Commits for a strength and an agility item illicit traded. Uses X supplies, free trigger, exhaust champagne, and spend 1 supply to parlay. As a free trigger, parlay, okay, for each enemy at your location, either draw 1 card, heal 1 horror, or deal 1 damage to that enemy.
Interesting.
So you want to have a bunch of stuff on you to either draw a card, heal a horror, or deal a damage to that enemy for each enemy at your location. And it exhausts to do that, so you can't abuse it a whole bunch in a single turn. Reaction: when you search or look at cards in your deck and Champagne is among the searched or looked at cards, play it. It enters with 3 additional supplies.
Neat.
Because you could just pay it for 0.
Yeah, but like all you have to ever do is see it, and you can play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
neat.
like it.
Yeah, I have no problem. This is some good booze.
Some very good booze. There's a lot of good booze this set.
That's what I'm saying. We've had some good booze in this set. Okay. We also have our level 5 event, Jack of all trades. It's 3 cost, commits for 3 wild, gambit, tactic, and trick traded.
Trick. Oh, but Rita can't take it, and I don't think anyone has. This is why we have the spreadsheet. Nobody has Gambit 0 to 5. Nobody has Tactics 0 to 5. So,
Now then,
yeah, this
5 and
is just
6.
rogue.
Okay. For each of your skills that are base 3 or lower in any order, heal up to 3 total damage under horror, draw 3 cards, deal 3 damage to an enemy at your location, move up to 3 times, then remove Jack of all trades from the game.
Okay. I mean, I like what this is going for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having the darndest time figuring out if this is worth 5 XP.
Depends on who it is and what you're going to be doing with it, and is what I see. So, like, someone like Safina is probably happy with it, especially if it gets underneath her, because she can copy it to draw 3 cards and deal 3 damage to an enemy at her location.
That's not bad.
And so she gets a lot of these for 5 XP.
Skids gets the first 3 effects, which is pretty good.
That's pretty solid. Preston gets all 4.
Preston gets all 4, and he can take it.
Yeah, it's not illicit.
Weird. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going through like rogues in my head. Like maybe not. Well, actually, it's not. It's not like I'm kind of going through different rogues in my head, and it's not terrible in most of them. Like it's just like yeah, that's three
It is
cost.
slightly unfortunate that some of the ones, like the monster killers, don't, like the 2 that get uh Michael McGlenn and Tony Morgan can't do this to deal 3 damage to an enemy, which is what they would really want it for. But they're
But it
not
could heal them.
upset. But they're not upset with the healing and getting to draw cards and moving for one action.
Yeah, I'm I'm talking myself up to this being worth its time, investment, XP, everything.
Yeah, like I said, it's good. It depends on who you are and if you need it. Like it's
Yeah,
that's the thing I like about this card is that it's is if nothing else, it plays into each individual rogue and the value that they're going to be getting out of it.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's neat.
Hey Nick, there's an upgraded Snoop around, just like there was an upgraded Crash Through.
Neato.
Snoop around. It's still 2 cost, but now it's 2 XP. Commits for an agility and an intellect. Improvised and insight still. Choose one. It has the same investigate and evade, adding your agility and agility to your investigate and or intellect to your agility as before. If your combined base skill value for this test is 6 or less and the test was successful, discover 2 clues at your location and move to a connecting location in either order.
The same thing that I said. Like it's just the payoff is better, but it's still awkward.
A little, but like imagine this in
Payoff is way
Safina.
better though. And this is really like good. That's what I think is that it's just really really good in Safina.
Yeah. So not sad about that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Our last card here is an upgraded Swagger. A level 1 skill. Still commits for the same book, fist, and foot. Practice Gambit. Max 1 committed per skill test. If you succeed and added 1 skill to another skill for this test, ready a rogue asset you control. Immediately take an action printed on that asset. Didn't get
Nice.
the hint the first time, huh?
That's what I was laughing about.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for 1 XP.
Yeah. Um, there are plenty of rogue assets that exhausts, so that you only get 1 try at it each time. I'm just trying to think
Yep.
of like lockpicks, the cane, there's other things. For some reason I am not coming up with more though off the top of my head.
I mean, it's just good for what you want it for. If you're, I mean, I know lockpicks is the really easy example, but lockpicks right there.
Yeah,
You use your
lockpicks
lock.
is like one of the best ways of doing it, just because like you just get to straight up take an extra investigate on it.
Yeah. Okay. We're at the end of the rogue trail. Um, big takeaways for me. I really liked these cards.
I am in
I
general positive on them. There's some weirdness that I have to like
mm-hmm.
mentally parse, and some of the cards are a little more specific to some uh just a couple of investigators.
Yeah.
I think the only real card that I think is kind of just like not only okay at best or lower is Snuffbox. I think that's the only card I really have like not that I'm not like very interested in.
Yeah. And I think it's that at least in my mind it just pales because it's just like, well, you're already in the class that's generally really good at evading.
Yeah, and like people don't want assets that evade. Like that's just a known thing. Like you're not gonna take this random way of doing it when there's more straightforward things.
No,
Like the people that
disguise is gonna
yeah,
if the objective that you have is you want to evade with a good stat and stun, disguise is right there
like
for you.
there's just other things that do it easier. They don't necessarily do it at level 0, but like you're
Yeah.
also in rogue. Like so like I you I don't think you need an asset at level 0 to like get you there when you can take a better one later.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like these cards are good.
Yeah. Other big takeaway, this set is generally terrible for Preston.
I will not disagree. Generally, but to be fair, even if the cards aren't illicit, most most sets are just not that great for Preston.
Hey, Preston, do you want to add your stats together? No? Okay, do you want a whole bunch of illicit cards? No? Oh, well, Preston, I don't know why you're being so, picky about things.
To be fair, the way I play Preston, I don't mind combining my stats together. But that's because
um,
I end up in the end game like at threes. So
sure. I'm having difficulty picking a favorite. I'm going to pick Barrel of Booze. Barrel of Booze is my favorite card out of this, but there were a lot of good cards in this that I
I
really
have
liked this set.
I am in general a fan of pretty much all of the alcohols.
Yeah.
Uh Earl of Booze is just hilarious, and I love that.
Yep.
Um I'm gonna go with the absinthe. If for nothing else, that is just unique. I like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we talk about the
Mystic.
Mystics?
Let's do it.
All right. So the Mystic is Delphine
Yes,
du
Delphine.
Jardin. I'm sorry?
Yeah, Delphine. Jardin?
Delphine
Jardin?
du Jardin. The Monbo. I'm gonna just
Is this Hoodoo? Yes, it's Voodoo.
Monbo or Mambo, Mambo, is a female priestess in Haitian voodoo, according to Google's AI overview. Again, much like whenever I look up something quick like this, don't at me about corrections because I'm not a specialist in this, please. But 4 will, 3 intellect, 4 strength. All right, 1
They did it.
agility.
They did it. The madman. They did
Believer,
it.
believer, and sorcerer traded. Reaction when an investigator at your location deals damage to an enemy using an asset with doom on it.
Ooh, or
Deal an
doom.
additional damage. Limit once per asset per phase. Elder Sign effect, +1. Draw a card for each asset with doom on it at your location. We listen to every voice around us. Soaks for 8
This
damage
is
and 6 horror.
already just looking at this. Sickle's looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Sickle's a great get. Um, So an investigator at your location deals damage to an enemy using an asset with Doom on it.
When
So
an investigator
most...
does, she
Oh,
other people too.
yeah.
Neat.
Okay. So the real trick is going to be, how do you get Doom on stuff? That's going to be the my first question is like, okay, how are we fixing that problem? But neat. I'm on board. You have my attention. Deck size 30. At deck creation, choose either Guardian or Survivor. All right.
Okay.
This means that she will be able to take the level 0 Guardian Spear and upgrade it into whatever the upgraded version will eventually be doing. She gets Mystic and then level 0 of one of her two choices, and then does not count towards her deck size is Damballa and 3 copies of Tauntaun Makote. Sorry.
Yeah.
Additional setup: before drawing your opening hand, shuffle one random Tauntaun Makote into your deck and set the others aside. You begin the game with Damballa as an additional card in your opening hand.
Ooh, so your signature card starts in your hand.
And you get one of 3 weaknesses in your deck to start?
Yes. So
Okay.
so her signature card is Damballa. Gift from Bob on the asset. A 1-cost foot. Avatar creature serpent. Fast. Treat the asset Damballa as attached to. Oh, I'm sorry. Treat the asset Damballa is attached to as if it had 1 additional doom on it. This additional doom does not count towards the agenda's doom threshold.
Neat.
And then fast, discard a card, choose an asset at your location, attach Damballa to it, or detach Damballa from it.
Neat.
Fascinating.
Pop quiz. Can you name any Avatar traded
RC
cards
Cola.
that... I'm sorry?
I said RC Cola. That was not right?
No, RC Cola is not right.
Okay.
Just doing a quick search for Avatar traded player cards. There is... I knew the Black Cat, a liar or a prophet or both. But of course, Baron Samedi, Lord of the Cemetery, is
Yeah.
Avatar traded. Okay, so Damballa solves the question that I was having about
Doom.
Doom. Now, my
And it starts in
question...
your hand.
Yep, and it's fast to play.
You still need an asset out.
For it to
Or to
matter, yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is,
Uh-huh.
I am playing as Delphine. You're playing as Tony Morgan, let's say.
Uh-huh.
I attach Damballa to your Switchblade.
Uh-huh.
You leave my location.
Uh-huh.
So now you're not with me and I'm not with Damballa. And then I'm the one who can trigger the effects. You cannot trigger the discarded card to choose an asset my location to attach her to it or from it. But
Yep.
if I detach her and she's not at my location, does she come back to me?
I would assume it is in your play area. It is an asset.
But if it's in your play area, because I attached it to your card.
Yes, it would have to go to you because you own the card and you are the only one that can activate the effects.
Okay, that's...
Like
I mean, that's
attached
how I would...
cards. Yeah, like they go to their owner's play area unless otherwise stated.
That's how I would imagine, but it's just unclear. And then, if for some reason you lost your pistols or whatever I attached it to, while Damballa is attached to it, Damballa is an attachment and would get discarded.
Yes, just like any attachment.
Yep. Yeah. Much like before, I'm just talking through this, making sure I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I like it.
It's
I
neat.
like I like this a lot so far. Okay, so there's 3 Tauntauns. The first one, they're all allies, or they're all people, I should say. Tauntaun, Uncle's borrowing something. Revelation, put him into play in your play area. He cannot leave play except via the below ability. Force at the end of your turn. Return the highest cost asset you control to your hand and discard a card. Then action shuffle a random set aside Tauntaun into your deck to then set this card aside.
Okay, and so the next one is
He
Uncle's
takes up
poke.
an ally slot.
Yeah, and the next one is Uncle's poking around. Same revelation. Forced at the start of your turn, place 1 Doom on a non-weakness asset you control without Doom on it. And then the same action ability.
And then Uncle's come to visit. He cannot leave play except via the below ability. Shuffle a random set aside Tauntaun into your deck to set this card aside. But this one takes up your ally slot and your your accessory slot.
Okay, so the only way to actually get rid of it. Oh no, you can't. You can never get rid of it.
You can never get rid of it. Like, do you just wait to get Uncle's come to visit? And then just sit on it?
You could. Um, you're not necessarily mad at the Uncle's poking around to place a Doom on a non-weakness asset you control without Doom on it.
Sure.
Um, the one that's bouncing your assets is a little more is probably the one you're like probably really wanting to get rid of.
Yeah, I don't.
This really only eats your draws because it can't hurt you uh in the upkeep unless uncles come to visit, hits you and you have an accessory.
Yeah. It
Actually, the
just,
uncle's Pokemon happens at the start of your turn. So
like, did these need to take up an ally slot? Because I'm thinking about this like I am Baron Semity. My biggest issue with Baron Semity is not his Doom minigame and how you have to play around the Doom. I think that's interesting. My biggest issue is that he takes up an ally slot on top of that. Tauntaun, if I'm stuck dealing with Tauntaun for the entire game because I either have to keep one out or keep on shuffling a different one in, why does he have to take up my why does he have to take up my ally slot? Like, that just seems rude at that point. You know?
sure.
Because like my initial reaction is just like, fine, it's just another weakness like this that I have to take a charisma for to account for. It's just a 3 XP tax on this character is all it is.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
And that's not interesting to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like when it's just easy to like be like, I guess I'm just gonna spend 3 XP for a charisma so that at least when I
Yeah, I think this guy would be better in the sense of like more interesting. I'm more willing to play around his shenanigans. I'm more willing to like I'm more okay with having to constantly be worried that my next draw is going to be my uncle. Um, if he didn't take up the ally, I think the ally slot is just too much. Um, my 2 cents. It's just it's just a nuisance as opposed to engaging. But ignoring the ally slot taking up,
I mean
yeah,
it's mostly just kind of annoying.
but you
Like
constantly have to deal with them.
yeah, and and it's not that he doesn't like it's not that he's just like sitting here being annoying. not and being easy to get rid of, but it's gonna just take up your draws, and that's like what like the annoyance is. Like it
Taking up
does,
your draws, it's just periodically eating your draws and periodically eating your actions.
and it does, but it does things too. Like Doom will
Yeah,
get put on things, which you're not necessarily mad at, but you kind of want to control that. Like
that's yeah. The
if,
first two
if you
you
get
can play
caught,
around and get something out of it. I wish you could do that with the third one too.
I mean, it's the same thing, right? It's just another 3 XP tax.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. It's just like I'd rather it be like which flavor of my uncle am I getting that I can like maybe play around, or is it because this particular flavor is one that I need to get rid of now for whatever reason? And the one that just takes up slots just isn't interesting because again, it just doesn't do anything. You can't play around it except for it being an XP tax. The add Doom to stuff can be beneficial. Maybe I want to keep my uncle around for a minute to like get some Doom on some things.
And like
The bounce,
bouncing your highest cost asset is annoying, but it's also possibly beneficial.
yeah.
Uh,
So like
and
I would,
maybe that's part of the reason why it takes up an ally slot because it's annoying, but like you could play into it. Oh, but it does also make you discard a card. It like you bounces something and discards a card.
yeah. For the amount of time that I'm going to have to be spending dealing with the shenanigans that my uncle is doing here, I just don't think the ally slot is just
I
rude is
agree.
not the word, but it's just
I
like just feels unnecessarily harsh.
It's just not interesting because you're just gonna take 3 XP for a charisma after the first scenario.
Yeah, and I just wish the third one also was just like, yeah, I get why you want three. That way you don't know which version of your uncle's going to show up. I get that. Um, but it's just like I'd rather the third one be a double-edged sword. The main cost of the weakness is that you have to play around it, and then it might be beneficial, but it might burn you. So if that's the angle of Tauntaun that is interesting and engaging about the first two, make it interesting and engaging about the third one, and just make it be like, yeah, you don't know who's going to show up to dinner that night, and you don't know who's going to do it, but the real cost overarching is going to be the actions and draws that you are losing to your uncle.
Yeah. So
The
I
only
like
way
the
to get rid of
concept.
him is to find him and discard him with like scroll of secrets or something.
Yeah, and that doesn't even get rid of it. It just is in your discard pile.
Yeah.
Like it just means you didn't have to deal with it that time.
So okay, overall I like her. Um
I like the
I like what
concept of weakness.
yes. Her main her investigator card, her signature card, concept of her weakness, I like where this is going overall.
Okay, let's get into the purple. Let's dig in. Our first card here is Channeled Hatred, a 0 cost event. Commits for a will and a fist. It is packed and spell traded. I do love me some more pacts. Fast, play only during your turn. Choose an asset you control with a fight action on it. Place 1 Doom on that asset and take a fight action on that asset, ignoring all costs. Add your will value to your skill value for this attack. Add your fist value, not your will value, your fist
Yeah,
value.
I was like yeah, I was very confused for a minute.
I'm saying purple, and I said add. It the will just kind of like spilled right out.
Neat. And as we already discussed, Maxwell can take
Fascinating.
this.
Fascinating.
Interesting. I like it. It's spell traded. Okay, let me go to my little table. That's why we have the table. Spell traded is popular. Original or Chapter 1 Marie, Parallel Agnes, Parallel Jim, and it's a spell event, so Agatha Crane cares.
Very interesting. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it's just like it's answering that Doom question. It lets you ignore cost, which is great for if you're using this with spells. I'm generally pretty happy with this.
It's just good. Like, that's all I can say.
Yeah. Channeled Obsession. I'm seeing a trend. 0 cost, fast. I'm sorry. It was good, and I had forgotten that it was fast. I got caught up in the other
Yeah,
aspects of the
that's
card.
what makes it so good, I think, is that it's fast.
Yeah, yeah. It was good before that, where it's like, yeah, get the Doom. You don't have to spend the cost. Nope, it's fast. That's great. 0 cost Channeled Obsession. It's an event, pact, and spell. Commits for a will and an intellect. Fast. Play only during your turn. Choose an asset you control with an investigate action. Place a Doom on that asset and take an investigate action on that asset, ignoring all costs. Add your intellect value to your skill test for this investigation. So if I theoretically had Channeled Obsession and the Dowsing Rod, which lets me investigate with my intellect, I would be adding my intellect twice, would be my
Correct.
understanding.
That is correct.
Same comment. This is good.
Yeah. You know what? Just trying to like. It's just a fast action. That's just what's particularly powerful with these, and lets you bypass costs.
Yep.
Like Daisy even kind of likes this card.
Yeah. It gives you a reason to want to use, like, you're paying for tempo now by potentially losing tempo later.
Yeah, or I mean, even if it's just like gonna be the witching hour, and it's like, and you're like, well, I guess I'm just gonna just try and like get it here. We're gonna be advancing anyway, so
Yep.
like even if it's just like I'm gonna just use this when it's safe, it's not bad. Okay, and the last one, oh, it's slightly different. It's Channeled Treachery. It's a 2 cost event. Commits for will and a foot. Packed and spell traded. Fast. Play only during your turn. Choose a non-weakness asset you control. Place 1 Doom on that asset. Then automatically evade a non-lethal enemy at your location.
It's testless, which is, I think, why it costs 2.
Yeah, that makes sense, and it's fast on top of it.
And you just put it on whatever you want. Yeah.
That's like honestly, that's just a get out of jail free on an enemy you're not wanting to deal with right now.
Yep. Up for this.
Pretty
Yeah, I
good.
like these.
It's pretty good. You just got to be willing to like deal with the doom.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, some people aren't down for the spice.
Mm-hmm. And those people are going to fall to Paul. Yes, I made a Dune joke, and I know I should have done Muad'Din, but because he's no longer Paul technically, or he's not like, I don't know.
Now
Never
I
mind.
understand. It was a good one. My brain did not process that.
No, it's fine. We're talking about Arkham. We're not, Dune's like literally 10,000 years into the future. No, 8,000 years into the future. Yeah, we've got time.
Okay.
Coven Ritualist. 2 cost ally. It's an asset. Commits for an intellect, which traded. When Coven Ritualist leaves play, choose up to X cards not named Coven Ritualist in your discard pile, where X is equal to the amount of horror on Coven Ritualist. For each Doom on Coven Ritualist, add one of those cards to your hand, shuffle the rest into. It should be your deck, but it says shuffle rest into deck.
Yeah, into your deck.
Um, Neat. So you want to load her up on horror, and if she also has to get more cards back into your system, but if you have Doom on her, you get those cards back to hand.
Neat.
Sweet, I like it.
Very
Um,
interesting.
yeah, very interesting. Um, it's good for
And
our
Seneca can
leaves.
take this too, right? Because he can take Mystic.
Yep, Seneca can take this. It's good for Maxwell. This card's doing some good work.
Very interesting. Okay, some purple recursion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our next card is Grisgris. I'm not sure. Grigri? Probably Grigri. Um, it's a 2-cost asset, commits for a book. Item Charm and Occult. You get +1 will. Nice. Reaction,
Always nice.
after Doom is placed on a non-permanent card at your location, exhaust Grigri, search the Chaos Bag for a Skull, Cultist Tablet, or Elder Thing token and seal it onto this. End of the round, release that token. And this takes up the accessory slot.
Neat.
Huh.
That's neat.
Yeah. There's value here. If nothing else, it's cheap will, and then you're getting some extra value out of Doom being placed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it. It's I like the bag manipulation. I like the ceiling effects. It's
You get to
just
choose.
neat.
You get to choose the
Yeah.
token, so you're gonna take the whatever one is the worst one.
Yeah, it's so easy to place Doom on your things if that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Next is Inherited Wisdom, which, interestingly enough, is a skill card that has every icon but Will and Wild, technically. It has an
Fascinating.
intellect, strength, and agility. It is practiced and augury. We always like seeing auguries. If this test is successful, you may choose an ally asset in your discard pile and resolve a free triggered ability printed on it, ignoring all costs.
Interesting?
Huh. I. Goodness gracious, what do you even do with that? Like, there's so many things you can do with that. That's just weird.
I literally now have to
Um.
look at allies. Like, see,
Mm-hmm. Because it can't be reaction or anything. It has to be.
it has to be fast.
Yep. Agency backup. That's a splashy one. Ignoring all costs. Alton O'Connell, Ghost Hunter. Alyssa Graham, Speaker to the Dead. Arcane Initiate. I'm literally just going through them. Beat Cop. This is not a terrible Charlie Kane card, honestly.
It is not.
Charles. Oh, no, that's not a good card for this. Dakota Garofalo. I guess, sure. The Stray Cats and the Mysterious Ravens. Okay, I like this. I know I'm only in the D's, but I like it.
Delilah?
Yeah, Delilah's just is perfectly legit.
Huh. Sorry, I'm just like,
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, it. If nothing else, it's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our next card is Loa's Wager, a 1-cost event, commits 4 foot, hacked and gambit traded, fast. Play after you spend the last charge, offering, or secret on an asset you control. Reveal a random token from the Chaos Bag. If you reveal a Skull, Cultist, Tablet, Elder Thing, Curse, or Tentacle token, discard the chosen asset and take 1 horror. Otherwise, replenish 1 use on the chosen asset and remove 1 doom from a card you control. If you reveal a bless or Elder Sign token, you may remove one additional Doom from any non-elite card at your location.
Neat. This is an event version of Ghastly Possession, basically. But it's
Okay.
a gamble. And you can only play it after you spend the last charge, offering, or secret.
Right.
I like it, but because it's a gambling effect, inherently I'm probably not going to take it because I just get burned on those personally.
Yeah,
But
it's just one of those things where you have to somehow make it so no matter what happens, you're happy with it.
mm-hmm.
It's tough. It's neat. It's interesting. I have not
Agreed.
much more to say, just because like I'm just
Yeah,
trying to like, think about what it's most useful for. It's gonna really depend on your bag.
it's going to depend on your bag, and it's going to depend on what it is, like how much you care about the thing that you're trying to resolve. Because, like, for
Yeah,
1 XP, you can just get Ghastly Possession, which is, like, what you want this to be for most instances. But for off-class splashing purposes, this is giving you what you want at a risk.
it is, and that's what I'm trying to like. It's just so. It's just different.
But to be fair, it's also replenishing a use and removing a Doom from a card you control, which isn't even have to be the same asset.
Yeah.
So it's 1 cost. If it fails, you take a horror. And if it succeeds, you get a charge or a use and a Doom off. Okay.
Then the upside
Neat.
is that you can remove a Doom from any non-elite card, including enemies.
If you reveal a Bless or an Elder Sign, yes.
Yeah, that's the extra upside. I'm just trying to think of like. I'm just trying to think of like what is like something extra you could really do with it. It's hard. I can't really think of too much right now. Like Sister Mary can take it and like be more likely to hit blesses with it.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But she's probably also not going to be played with Doom cards too much. But maybe with
Maybe.
some of these
She
other cards that are
could.
here, with some of these other cards, she could take them.
Yeah.
It's here. It's like the other gambles that you can do with in Mystic. There are other gambles that do things like this with the bag. So mileage may vary on how you're using it. I believe it's you next.
Next.
Yeah.
Yes. Next up is Moonwine, a 1 cost asset, commits for an agility, item, illicit, occult. It's illicit traded.
Huzzah!
Preston already couldn't take it.
Yes. More
Uses
booze.
more booze. Uses 3 supplies. After you resolve a test where you added 2 or more skills together, spend 1 supply and exhaust Moonwine. Take an immediate action as if it were your turn. 70 proof, straight from the Moon Tree. I
Neat.
like it. I like it. No notes.
Like I said, more booze.
More booze. Yeah, this is
More magic booze.
great for mystics, great for rogues who can splash it. Great.
Yeah, it's actually just pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Costs you 1, it costs you a card, it costs you an action to play it, but you
But
can
it's
get
just
3
three
actions
extra. Yeah, it's just three
when
extra
you want
actions.
them.
And if you have rogue access, you can get contraband
Yep.
to get more supplies on it.
Yep, and you can fence it to make it fast. I think it's pretty solid. It's not amazing, it's not super flashy, but it's solid. Doesn't even take up
Yeah.
a slot.
Yeah, that's none of the booze does. Except for the barrel of booze, but it's because it does things. Okay. Our next card. Oh, sorry, that was got shaken by the art. It's called Ritual Feast. It's a 0 cost event that commits for a will. It's a ritual. Fitting. Gain 2 resources and choose one. Discard an asset you control and lose 1 resource. Place a doom on a non-weakness asset you control and gain 3 resources.
Neat.
Yeah,
It's
got
kind
nothing
of
else
like a
to say.
level 0 sacrifice,
Yeah,
but not as good.
yeah. I I guess I don't really have any notes.
Yeah, but it has the option of getting you Doom on things and getting you money for putting the Doom on. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it is whatever you want it for. It's a way for you to get rid of a card with Doom on it if it's a problem, or it's a way to start off the Doom train if you need Doom.
I don't know if it needed to be gain 2 resources. I would have been fine with
It just makes it like Voice of Ra.
sure. You are spending a Doom, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Alright, next is Soul Aura. It is a 3-cost ritual asset, commits for a will and an agility, takes up the arcane slot. Reaction: when you release a token, exhaust Soul Aura, heal 1 damage or horror from Soul Aura. Forced: when Soul Aura is defeated, add 3 curse tokens to the Chaos bag, and it soaks for 2 and 2.
When you release a token.
Yeah, so you have
Listen,
to lock tokens down, like with the Gris
with the
Gris,
yeah yeah with the accessory. I was calling it Gree. I don't
Gree
think the
Gree.
S is pronounced
That's fair.
because it's voodoo, so there's French in there.
Yeah, don't take my word on pronouncing anything. Um, okay. So interesting again that this is a card that, like, previously there was a card that was like, oh yeah, if there were blesses that you were drawn, or if you drew a curse, sure. But this is a card that requires you to have curses on hand to add to the bag. So this is the second card in the set that actively introduces blessed or curse tokens to the bag.
Yeah, but that's fine.
That's fine. I'm just noting it.
Yeah, very
Um,
interesting.
yeah, it's a rehealable, but it only heals once around.
Yes.
We haven't seen a whole lot of stealing stuff.
No, but there's plenty of it already.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
I'm
neat
gonna
though.
give this an okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's bad. I'm just like giving it
I
like the
wonder if
side
we'll
eye
see
of
an
like,
I wonder if we'll see an upgraded version of it. That's my question. Because I think
maybe.
an upgraded version of this will be really interesting if it shows up. Okay, and our last level 0 card is Strength of the Grave. A 3-cost asset. Commits for a fist and a foot. The subname of it is With Mammon Brigate's Blessing. Is boon and ritual traded. You get +1 fist and +1 foot for every 2 offerings on this card. Reaction: after you defeat an enemy, exhaust Strength of the Grave and place 1 resource on Strength of the Grave as an offering, to a maximum of 6. Forced: when the agenda advances, discard the half of the offerings on Strength of the Grave, rounded up.
Okay.
Oh, and
So
this card is also unique.
yeah. So it takes up your arcane slot. After you defeat an enemy, it exhausts to put an offering on it. And
You
then
get
when an
+1
agenda
fist.
advances, it clears it. And then, as you were about to say, you get +1 strength and +1 agility for every 2 offerings on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are good. Like that. That is not a bad exchange on stat boosting. I.
It's not a bad card.
It's not a bad card. It's very niche.
I will agree with that. It is niche. The people who want this are interesting in how they want it. Zoe's happy with it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good use for a Dunnage slot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm just trying to think. It's because you want people that are going to be reliably defeating enemies on their own.
Like Agnes, it's not a bad card for Agnes, but she's also not needing to like flex off on her strength or agility that much.
Yeah, I was like, it's not bad, but you kind of don't want those stats.
It helps anyone who's a 3 strength mystic get to 4 or 5.
That's fair.
I think it's better as a. I think this is better as a splash than it is as a mystic
I
card
would agree with
generally.
you. I would probably agree with you. Uh,
Because like I'm
unless you're gonna
finding,
be a low will mystic and not you care about necessarily needing your will as much, and I guess then there's other things that you can do for that, but then this is also here.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, I'll throw this into my like Diana Stanley deck if I'm doing a no will Diana Stanley, but that's its own special case.
Yeah, like I said, it's unique, it's niche, but I think
hmm
in the fact that it's niche, I think it works.
Yeah. But like I'm absolutely in my mind being like, yeah, I can fit this a lot better in like this fits a lot better in my mind in like the Zoe example.
Yeah,
In it's honestly even not that bad in Sister Mary.
yeah. I was saying in a enemy focused Sister Mary, it's not bad.
Yep.
Like I said, my mind immediately also went to off classes. So, and I think that's just where its home is. It's
Yeah.
I should also say this. It's also not bad in Delphine here in this set
No, it's
because
not.
she does have four fist, and she is not upset
Um,
at getting more.
it gets Maxwell to 3-3-4-4.
That's true. It's not bad. But I don't know if I'd be wanting to try and kill enemies all the time with him. Especially, it just might be a lot. But if that's what you're doing, then yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving to the XP cards, we have our last Ancient Spear.
Huzzah!
Gay Bulg.
Ooh, the
Guy
gable.
Bulg?
Yeah.
Um, G A with an accent E space BULG.
It's
So take that
Welsh.
for what it is. 3 cost, 3 XP, just like all the others. Commits for 2 will and a strength. Item, weapon, melee, relic. Research limit 1 for investigator. Fight using either your will or your strength. If Ancient Spear is exhausted, you get +1 skill value for this attack, and then this attack does +1 damage. Well, why do you only get +1 skill value for this attack? All the other ones got +2 skill value when it was exhausted.
Because
Reaction: after
mm,
you place or remove Doom from a player card, exhaust Ancient Spear to do 2 damage to an enemy at your location.
ah,
That's why.
that's why.
Because the exhaust does more. I
Mm.
Okay, what are your thoughts first?
For the investigators involved in this like set, this may be the best one.
Yeah,
Like this is like because you can just use the channeled hatred with this to immediately get a fast 2 damage with a free fight that could do up to 4 damage.
yeah,
And like that combination is already really strong. And like
yep.
and your mystic, so your hand slots are normally like available.
They're not hyper contested.
Yeah. Like you have things you want to do with them, but like if you want this, it's there and you're not going to be upset that it takes up both of your hand slots. There's
Yeah,
also like ways of you turning your arcane slots into hand slots if you need more of them. Like if you're going to be like an all hands investigator, like you can make that work. So
yeah,
like I said, this one is probably the best one if you're gonna just like build towards it. Like I think we went in order of weakest to strongest.
yeah,
Probably.
and you can also use um, Sin Eater to ready it.
Oh, wow.
At
You
fast
can
speed.
you can even use Sin Eater to exhaust it too.
Uh, I don't think Sin Eater
After
will. I don't think.
after you place or remove Doom from a player card.
Oh, yeah, because you placing would count for the moving it over would count. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ancients. This is the best one, hands down.
Yeah.
You can
And
do
then
the
on
most
top of that,
shenanigans with this.
with Delphine, uh she can make this a 3 damage attack with the fight
hmm
action. Actually, the reaction can be 3 damage with Delphine.
Yeah.
Yeah. For if I'm just looking at this as contained in the set, I think the Mystic is the one version is probably the best one.
I think even outside of just contained in this dead, I think the Mystic is the best one.
Yeah, I would probably still agree with that. I just am keeping my statement contained until
I'm
I
just I'm just here taking hot takes.
yeah. I don't disagree. I do think the Rogue one isn't terrible. Your hand slots are a little more contested, but
Yeah.
being able to melee attack with your will is pretty good.
All right.
Okay. Our next card is Beseech the Loa, a 1 cost level 4 event. Commits for a will and a wild. Pact, Spell, and Bless traded. Put Beseech the Loa into play and move all Doom from all non-weakness cards you control to Beseech the Loa. Okay. Fast, move 1 Doom from Beseech the Loa to a card at your location. If this is the first time you triggered this ability this round, deal 2 damage to an enemy at your location. If there is no Doom on Beseech the Loa, discard it. Wow.
Okay. Okay. So this lets you take all the doom off your stuff. Then you can throw a doom onto, say, an enemy, deal 2 damage to it, and then just throw the rest of the doom on it,
And then kill it.
and then kill it.
Like if you just needed to get rid of the Doom. Or you can use it as a small damage battery and effectively just like manage your Doom.
Yeah,
And
because
while
this
this
sticks
card,
around.
if this card has multiple Doom on it, each time you use that, the first time you use that fast, it's 3 damage with Delphine.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty solid, I'd say. Okay. Some Doom, a lot of big Doom manipulation right there.
Yeah, I like it. For 4 XP, I like this.
Yeah, it definitely does what it's doing. Like, you're playing with Doom, you want to manage it? Here's free management.
hmm I mean, the doom's still in play, so you still have to, like, do something about it, but it really lets you do something with it.
Yes.
Dead Man Walking, 1 cost, level 1 event, commits for a will and a strength. It is pact and favor traded, which technically means that my custom attorney investigator could take this.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
That's the
in
only
yeah,
favor that I'm aware of, and there's no pact access that I'm aware of.
no pact access.
Fast, play when you initiate an attack printed on an item asset you control. Okay, already my attorney is disinterested, but that's not saying that this card's bad. Let's continue. If you spent charges, ammos, or offerings as a cost to initiate this attack deals +1 damage. If there is one or more doom on that asset, treat each skull and curse token revealed during this attack as an elder sign instead.
Neat.
Very neat. But it's on attacks on item assets.
Yes.
I like it. This seems pretty good for a 1-cost level 1 card.
Yeah, but it's also very specific. Because you have to spend charges, ammo, or offerings. So and it works on item assets, so it's going to only work in combination with certain cards.
Yeah.
And then there would have to be doom on it to treat those things as elder signs.
Sure. You have to put there's an investment that I'm not giving credit for. That's fair.
Yeah, so this works in the deck that is making it work. It's way more niche than it looks. Okay.
I don't have much more to say. It's like
Yeah,
I like it.
it is neat. I like the idea of just like suddenly turning all the curses in your bag into elder signs. That is just a fun effect right there. Okay. Our next card is Graveyard Cane. A 3-cost level 2 unique asset. Always room for one more. Commits for a fist. Item, weapon, melee, and occult traded. Uses 2 charges. Action, spend 1 charge to fight. You get +2 fist and deal +1 damage. Reaction, after doom is placed on an asset you control, replenish 1 charge on Graveyard Cane. 2 charges if doom was placed on Graveyard Cane. And it takes up a hand slot.
Great.
Yeah, it's just a melee weapon. Just a solid melee weapon.
Yep. It
plays into this whole
strength.
Team.
Yep. It gets a lot of mystics to 5 strength for attacking, which is great. They got stuff to support it. It's limited in how often you can do it because it can only replenish to 2. Great.
And plays into the card plays in the card that we literally just read.
Yep.
There you go.
I don't know what to say.
Sometimes it's that easy, man. What else can we say?
Yep. Gree is what we agreed on.
That is what I've been calling it.
2-cost level 1, so it's upgraded. Commits for an intellect, item, charm, occult. You get +1 will, just like always. After doom is placed on a non-permanent card at your location. Exhaust Gree, search the chaos bag for one of the skulls, cultist tablets, or other thing tokens and seal it. Draw a card. At the end of the round, release that token.
I think the thing that it does is it draws a card.
Did it work on non-permanent cards before?
I believe so.
I'm going to go check. Place on a non-permanent card at your location. So yeah, now it just draws you a card every time you do this, which is fine for level 1 upgrade.
It's literally just effectively a level 1 version of like a lucky cigarette case. And that also gives a +1 will. Like, this is just solid for any mystic.
Mm-hmm.
It's card draw. Card draw for Doom decks. And even if you're just playing with Renfield, that's just a card draw every time you use Renfield.
Yep.
Hard to be mad. Hard to be mad. Our next card is Spirit Infusion. A level 2 skill that commits for a will and 2 wild. Practiced and ritual traded. If the skill test is successful, attach Spirit Infusion to your location. Attached location gains reaction. After investigator at this location succeeds a skill test, add one blessed or curse token to the bag. Forced, at the end of the next Mythos phase, discard Spirit Infusion.
Neat.
That's cool.
It actually supports. Again, kind of odd that this is a card that adds blessings and curses. Ignoring that, this actually helps paradox builds.
And it's level 2, so it just adds into whichever build you're going for that has access to it.
Yep. And it's practiced and level 2, so Amanda could take it. I'm not sure she wants it, but she could.
And it's after an investigator, so if you go first and put it here and just a lot of tests are being done,
Yep.
you can get a lot added in because of it.
Neat.
That's a neat card. I like that.
That's some gnarly art. Surging Power.
Yeah.
It's a spell card, 3 costs, 2 XP, commits for 2 strength, uses 4 charges. Spend a charge, fight with your strength. Add your will value to this attack. This attack deals +1 damage. If you do not succeed by at least 2, take a damage. That seems reasonable. Forced, if 1 or more charges are added, placed, or replenished on Surging Power, place a doom on it.
Okay.
Neat. So, like, it's good. You're getting, it's 3 cost for 4 charges. That's pretty good. You're getting a big hit for this attack, theoretically. But it can burn you for putting doom on it.
Interesting. It's just another different way of doing a spell.
Yeah.
But it's also a way that you can just get Doom added if you need a card with Doom on it.
I appreciate that this is level 2, so it's splashable.
Yes.
I really do appreciate that, because I do really like this in...
And it normally just uses your strength. So like,
yeah.
Anyone that can splash for it and use their strength is happy for it.
Mm-hmm.
Very neat. Okay. Our next card is the Masked Doctor. We're in good hands. 3 cost, level 3. Commits for a will, a book, and a wild. Ally and sorcerer traded. Action. If there is 1 or more doom among assets you control, remove a clue from your location. Then flip a doom on an asset you control to its clue side. This action does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Excuse me? Neat.
And then forced, when you initiate an attack printed on an asset, place 1 doom on that asset.
Neat.
That is a very clever way of not discovering clues. Technically. You are getting clues.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, I really like this. This is okay because of the Kate ruling about how clues on assets you control are still under your control for the purposes of everything, and it's keeping everything neutral, so that's fine. Like, you're removing a clue from your location. Effectively, what you're doing is you are spending a doom to get a clue, which is a great transaction.
Yeah, it's such a huge thing, and it doesn't exhaust.
No, it doesn't. That might be too good.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's limited by the amount of clues on your location. So, uh, there does still have to be clues there for you to be like doing.
Yeah,
So like I guess it's just saying like as an action you can get a clue and like
which is
use that to
fine, I
remove doom.
guess.
Like if we're talking about action parody, this is probably this probably feels pretty good in like a 1 or 2 player game, but the
Sure,
moment you cross to 3, it's going to be fine, right? Because you're really just doing it because you're getting clues and you need to like manage your doom.
sure.
I don't think it's
I
too crazy, and it's limited to main mystics.
Sure. I think it's pretty easy though to, if you've got enough Doom stuff going on, to build where you, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm on board. I like this. I don't think it's broken.
The only thing I'm gonna just probably say this, the real thing, if you really want to know something that I think needs to be done about it, it should probably say non-permanent assets.
Yes, I
Because
will agree with that.
otherwise Sin Eater comes with no risks and you are effectively going to let yourself remove two doom like pretty easily let yourself like just have clues that can't be gotten rid of. So like maybe you're not going to be playing with Sin Eater if you're playing with all these other cards, but like you could.
You could, and I think it would be better because, like, part of the risk of it is that you're putting the clue on an asset that you control that you could theoretically lose control of. So having it not on a permanent, actually, I never mind. That makes no sense. That train of thought makes no sense. Move on.
So it's just a thought on that. So it's probably fine.
Yeah,
It just it's gonna look like they're cheating,
yeah,
which is fine because the action parody is still probably fine. Like you can't scale this, right? The way it works because you're not like discovering clues, so it's not gonna trigger off any of that. So
yeah. Next is either Vivi or Veve of the Crossroads. A one cost level 5 ritual spell pact event.
it looks like
Commits for.
I have now see I have 3 data points, so I'm going to call it a pattern. 4 data points. They have all had a level 5 event.
True. Commits for a will, agility, and a wild. Fast. Play only when the Mythos phase begins. Attached Veve of the Crossroads to your location. Reduce the difficulty of each test performed at the attached location by X, where X is the total amount of doom among cards at that location. At the end of the round, remove it from the game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
How much Doom?
I mean, I
It's
can get a lot of doom pretty
but how
easily.
yeah, but how much Doom is it worth? Like, when would you play this? When you had at least 2?
I mean, depending on the number of people, -2 to all skills at an important location is worth it.
And it is at the beginning of the Mythos phase,
Hmm.
so it does work for that Mythos phase.
Compare this to Map the Area, though, which is a -1 to everything,
Right. But I'm
but
also
that
thinking
costs
of
you an action.
I'm
And
also thinking of cards like Good Weather and like things like that, which can do similar effects, just with some other limitations. So I'm just trying to think of this like since it's got 2 limitations, right? It's a level 5 event, and then
yep,
it only works at one location, and it reduce and then it scales based on the doom. At all cards at that location, so including enemies.
yeah, I like it. I think you'd want at least 3 Doom to really get the most out of it. You'd have to like wait for timing of it, but I like it.
I'm not. I don't dislike it. It's definitely it has a home and a place.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to think of like how often it's there, and it's really just going to be there for those moments where you really need it.
We're all in the same location. Where it's the finale. We need to be at this location and just do the thing.
Or like it's time to kill the boss,
Yep.
and now we're gonna just reduce all the difficulty by 3. It's pretty good in the finale of Scarlet Keys.
Oh, it's fantastic in the finale of Scarlet Keys. Oh, that's the last card. Those felt like they like breezed by a little faster.
Yeah, surprisingly, I didn't have much to say about a lot of these cards.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Doom going on, but the Doom synergy's kind of like crisscrossed in interesting ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the theming of it all going on. Also, I love all the voodoo going on in this. We aren't really describing all of the art, but there's a whole lot of
Yeah.
voodoo in it, and I love that.
Interesting that this is the second set that we've recently discussed that had like voodoo themes to them.
Yeah,
I
because
think that is an interesting area to
tasty. It's very
explore.
tasty. It's tasty. It's of the time.
Yep.
Is that kind of voodoo hoodoo like area was prevalent as well.
Mm-hmm. I I really liked these cards too. I've been really liking this whole set.
This whole set, interestingly, the ones that I have had the most like questions on like the design of them has been the secret cards.
Yeah. The secret cards thus far have been the ones where I'm like, I see where you're going. I'm not sure it gets quite there, but I haven't like gotten my hands digging into it yet to really know.
Yeah,
But it's also like all of the other ones are building off of archetypes that already kind of existed, whereas the secret
that's
one is
true.
building a new archetype.
That's true. Well, the investigator is working on an archetype that already exists, but
Yes.
expanding it a little bit and like making it a little bit easier for that archetype specifically.
Yeah. And that's not a criticism. That's just more of like it might not just mesh as well on our end looking at it because it doesn't have an easy like
Yeah.
analog
It's
to.
also got two themes going on in it. It's got this low hand size and this ally
Yeah.
theme crisscrossing it, and maybe they just don't uh connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at least I don't see how they connect.
Yeah. But not that I mean the cards by and large we didn't have like that
I had a
many.
I had a couple of
Yeah.
questions on some, but other than that, I think really good.
Yeah,
You
but
have a winner from the Mystics.
there's a lot of good choices here.
That's what I
I
said. I generally
I
think the
do.
Mystics is huge.
I
There's
do
a
have
lot
a
of
favorite from Mystic, and it's not going to be one that you expect.
oh well, then I gotta guess.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm kind of between 3 if I'm being completely honest.
is it Coven Ritualist?
Coven Ritualist was the first on that list of like that is my favorite of the level 0 cards. It's just interesting. Like the weirdness that you can do with that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
My other guess is like the Masked Doctor
that
is
was
the
also in the top 3.
yeah. And then it's got to be
uh,
Gree is the other
no,
one.
actually.
Oh, okay.
I was going with Dead Man Walking.
Okay, that's
I,
fair.
I
That's
did
fair.
really like that
I
theming.
honestly chose Gree for you because you like to seal things. So,
I do like to seal things. Any favorites for you?
man, I mean the Masked Doctor is like the sort of shenanigans that I and chicanery that I like to get up to. And truly it's a real payoff and tempo positivity for Doom. Like it lets you keep your tempo positiveness from all the Doom stuff you're doing and then turn it into like game positive. So like you
Mm-hmm.
really get to go back and forth and do this. And it works for any mystic that wants to play with Doom. It's not just for
Yep.
Delphine. So
No.
it's just a good ally. Like
I recently played a Marie, Chapter 1 Marie heavy Doom deck doing random fun Doom shenanigans. And I'm looking at these cards, I'm like, I would have been able to slot in a bunch of these cards and just run with it. There's part of me that's like, oh, I could have saved myself the hassle of 6 XP into Sin Eater if I didn't want to go that route, or if I don't have access to Sin Eater, or if I'm restricting myself from Sin Eater, and I could compensate for that with other cards in this set. And I appreciate that.
I do like Moonwine as well. There's another card I just like.
Yeah.
For nothing else, then it's I look at that and I'm like, ooh, that's a neat little Safina card, and then
Mm-hmm.
and I also do like the Coven Ritualist. Like that's just I love the idea of just like taking a bunch of horror and then just shuffling cards back into your deck, whether or not the Doom was put there or not. Like just being able to just tank 3 horror on it and just like shuffle get 3-card recursion bump.
Yeah, it's like I like to get to the idea of why I think Coven Ritualist was like one of the front runners for me was just like it's not like it's a ubiquitous pick. Like it's like I'm not always going to be taking Coven Ritualist, but there are so many people who look at Coven Ritualist and just be like, yeah, I can use this for such and such reason, and that's fine. I can use this for its because I'm discarding a bunch of cards. I can use this because I'm doing an ally build. I can do this because I want to move around and soak horror a bunch. I can do this because I want to get recursion. I can do this because I want to get card stand. Like Doom stuff. Like there's just so many little things that you can do with this.
I
Where
can see Patrice really wanting it too.
Sure, like but it's good for all these little cases without being like, oh yeah, why don't you just take Coven Ritualist over every other ally? It's like, well, no, Coven Ritualist isn't better than every other ally, but you can. It just scratches that little like make little combos part of my brain that I love.
I don't disagree with you. What are some other ones? The channeled cards are good
Yes.
as well, and like you won't think about it until suddenly you're like, oh hey, that card really did save the day, didn't it?
Yep.
And that's always fun. And like at level 0, that just means that those are just really available.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think. I, as someone who likes to also play with Blessed and Cursed, Spirit Infusion is just a cool card.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, real happy with.
Very, very solid Mystic cards.
Yeah, I like a lot of this. Like a lot of what it's doing. I think it complements well with the investigators that can take it. I think it complements with the Doom stuff that already exists.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, Nick, thanks for joining as always. Nice to go
Always
through
a
these with
pleasure.
you.
Always a pleasure.
And if anybody, this is not just us talking about the cards. Like we're providing feedback, and if anybody's interested in playing with any of these cards, you can go to the Playing Board Games Discord, where you can get access to the TTS mod and provide feedback on these cards as well. I know they're looking for feedback. I know they've already got some people, testing these cards and providing feedback, and I'm sure they're getting eyes on it. We're hoping to get more eyes on it, so I'll try to leave a link for that in the description. Other than that, if anybody wants to get in contact with me about anything we've said, feel free to reach out to me at therestrictedcollection@gmail.com. Otherwise, you can find me around Reddit and Discord as Head Librarian Chad. Thanks for listening. Before I forget, I did edit a bit of the episode from last night,
Mm-hmm.
and certainly I saved some of that and put it at the end of the at the end of the episode. Just randomly, the two of us going,
I love
certainly.
it. Certainly.